Today on America's Court with Judge Ross.
And all of a sudden you hear what sounds like someone peeing in the bedroom.
Yes, Your Honor.
You had to have known, given from past experience, that this was just Josh being Josh after being hammered with alcohol. In my courtroom, it's about equity and fairness. Stop. Is that true? I don't want you to understand. I want you to overstand.
Yes, sir.
That's why they pay me the big bucks. Justice should be more than just some foreign concept. I actually want you to learn something. That's not gonna happen. Not up in here, not today. And boom goes the dynamite.
Fair, firm, compassionate. This is America's Court with Judge Ross. Ryan Thompson claims his computer was ruined after his friend got drunk during a pre-wedding party and relieved himself on it.
All rise. Remain standing and come to order. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Kevin Ross presiding.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated.
Mr. Thompson is suing Joshua Payne in the amount of $1,700.
All parties have been sworn, Your Honor.
Get everybody, Thomas. So we've got urine on a computer. And somebody has damages that they want to be compensated for, correct, Mr. Thompson?
Yes, sir.
Talk to me. What's going on here?
My friend Joshua Payne urinated on my laptop during a hangout of ours, and
that was some hangout.
It was our buddy was getting married, and I was the best man, and it was my job to organize the party for that weekend. And
well, let's start with this. Mr. Payne, did you pee on his computer?
I honestly don't remember, but
okay. Do you think he's lying about that?
I don't know if he's lying. I'm not sure who peed on it, but it has.
Okay. Let's ask this question then, because I didn't realize that the first one was going to be so complicated. Did pee end up being on a computer causing damage?
Yes.
Yes. How did you know that?
Ryan told me in the morning.
All right. Had you seen his computer prior?
Yes.
Okay, so you knew where the computer, were you staying in close proximity to the computer?
We were sharing a room in the cabin, yes.
So that's yes.
Yes.
Okay, did you have a computer?
No.
There was only one computer in the shared space with you and Mr. Thompson?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Would you consider Mr. Thompson to be a liar?
No.
No. And what do you base that impression of him not being a liar on?
We spent 4 years together in college in a fraternity.
So you're frat brothers?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
So you trust your frat bro?
I mean, trust is a long, it's a complicated word.
It's actually a short word.
It's a very short word. Yes. Strong word, I suppose.
It's a strong word.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. You all had and maintained a relationship since college?
No, sir. No, Your Honor.
You have not?
No.
Any particular reason why?
After college, we all went our separate ways. I was more of a party animal back in college, and after college, I separated myself from the lifestyle.
Now, I know that oftentimes there's some, when people talk about being a party animal and that I like to party, oftentimes that has nothing to do with dancing and music. Tell me when I start lying.
No, I mean, I don't dance.
So when you say you don't dance.
I don't dance, no.
So we can knock that out.
Yes, Your Honor.
So it wasn't like you were out there cha-chaing being a party animal. That wasn't your kind of party.
No Macarena, Your Honor, no.
All right, no Macarena, none of that. All right, so what are we talking then? What was your party of choice?
I was the guy in college that I would get drunk till like blacked out and occasionally would pee in the corner or something, and my frat mates and my frat brothers.
Ironic.
Very convenient.
That you would pee in the corner.
I know it sounds like the shoe fits. I usually would always remember though. The next morning I would remember after using the bathroom, and I drank a lot more back in college.
Just alcohol?
Just alcohol, Your Honor.
Okay. And any particular reason why you would drink to the point of blacking out? Because I could see maybe once being a little overly, but you said I was known for being the guy.
Yes, Your Honor.
Who blacked out.
When I was younger in high school, I was part of a mass school shooting. I lost some friends and my brother in a very horrific event. And when I was in college, years prior to college, after I left college, I really came to terms with this and became more aware of it after meeting my wife as well. But definitely in college, when I was partying, a lot of that was repressing memories and dealing with my trauma. I would go very hard with the drinking. But after about a year or two after I left college and I started, dating my now wife and hanging out with new friends, I started to realize that this wasn't as much as a fun thing as it was a serious problem. So I cut cold turkey. I was in AA for 2 years prior to this event, and I've been stone cold sober for a very long time. But it had to do a lot with some childhood trauma.
How many days have you been sober, counting today?
So it will be every day since that event would be 63 days since we went to the cabin.
When you were up at the cabin, though, you did not stay sober.
No, Your Honor.
Okay.
I tried to.
Coming up on America's Court.
I knew he would get to the point where he'd pee in some place of the
You
cabin.
knew that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You can pretty much count on if Josh was drinking, pee was going to be flowing somewhere.
If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. This is America's Court with Judge Ross, Emmy nominated for Outstanding Legal Courtroom Program. America's Court is back with the case of Ryan Thompson, who is suing Joshua Payne for property damage.
Mr. Thompson, what was going on? Did he share with you? Did Joshua say to you, hey man, I had been struggling with some demons and some issues from my past, and I'm just trying to stay on the straight and narrow. Was that a conversation you all had?
No, Your Honor. He told us that he had stopped drinking, but he never gave us, he didn't reveal the severity of his problem.
Are you hearing all this for the first time?
How much of the struggle he had, yes. I mean, we knew he was a heavy drinker, but I had no idea he was struggling with that much. He didn't reveal that at the party.
Are you a heavy drinker as well?
I am, but
Okay.
not to his extent.
Okay. And this was a gathering of the frat bros for a wedding. I take it the groom was also in the same fraternity?
Yes, Your Honor.
Were the other members in attendance also part of the same group?
Correct.
Organization? All right. So you were going to have one last hurrah, if you will.
Roger.
Okay. So talk to me. And you're the cowboy leading the crew here, right?
That was my role in college. We were part of the same fraternity, and I upgraded to being the one who dealt the hazing. We both were hazed, but it was more of like drink, and those
So
times.
were you like what, the dean of pledges, president of the fraternity, what?
Yeah, I became president of our fraternity eventually, but we both began in the same place, getting hazed and excessive drinking, and then when we had the party, I just resumed that role, and especially because I was the best man, I just
Was
felt
anybody twisting your arm in terms of this resuming your position as the leader
No,
of the
Your Honor.
guys?
I just wanted everyone to have a good time. I wanted to bring back the glory days, and and he's a big boy. If he didn't want to drink that much, then you could have just not drank. It was light beer. I knew he would get to the point where he'd pee in some place of the
You
cabin.
knew that?
I mean, he did that when we were in college. He always did that.
This was a regular thing.
Yes, Your Honor.
You can pretty much count on if Josh was drinking, pee was going to be flowing somewhere.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And did you say to your frat brother, man, those days, they had their good times. I'm past that now. I've closed that chapter. I will not be drinking, or even thinking maybe you shouldn't even go.
I was hesitant to go. I now know it was definitely a mistake to go, but I didn't elaborate to them as much as I should have at the party. I did tell them, no, I didn't want to drink.
Okay.
Because, I've been 2 years sober at that point, but I didn't elaborate with that. I didn't want to. Everyone was having a really good time. I was fine with water. We're celebrating our frat brother getting married.
So then why'd you drink at that particular event?
Ryan was basically egging me on and getting everyone to push for me to drink, and I kept saying,
What do you
no.
mean he was pushing for you to drink? What did he say?
Peer pressuring, like, come on, take a shot, or don't be, the B word, and, and just like getting all of our frat mates to do it. And then I was like, all right, fine, like, I'll have one.
One shot?
I had one.
Because he said light beer.
There were light beers, but there was shots, and we had a keg, and there was beer pong, and we were having a good time. There was liquors there too, vodka, gin, scotch.
And one led to the other, and you just went down that rabbit hole, huh?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Were you pressuring him to drink?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. He didn't want to drink?
Yeah, but I mean...
No, there's no but. Yeah, he was saying it, and I was like, no, drink anyway.
Yes, Your Honor. I mean, we were all, we just wanted him to bring back...
You knew who booked the rooms and who would be assigned to which room?
I did. I'm the one who assigned the rooms.
Okay. Did you black out the day of this incident?
No, Your Honor. I woke up in the middle of the night and heard him peeing in the room. I just didn't know where he was peeing.
So you woke up in the middle of the night, and all of a sudden you hear what sounds like someone peeing in the bedroom.
Yes, Your Honor.
You had to have known, given from past experiences, that this was just Josh being Josh after being hammered with alcohol.
I did, and that's why I just went right back to sleep.
You didn't even check and see if he was okay, or you were like, oh, he'll be fine. We'll
Yeah,
just
I just knew he was peeing, and we rented the cottage. I would just clean it up the next day, and I just didn't think it was on my computer.
And then the next day comes.
I wake up and I see that there's some liquid on my laptop, and I smelt it. It was clearly urine, and I cleaned it up and tried turning it on. And then right when it didn't turn on, I woke him up and I told him, man, you ruined my laptop. I had important files on there from work, and yeah, he just said basically he doesn't remember, and he blamed me because I peer pressured him into drinking.
Did you?
I did, but we all did, and I just didn't think it would.
I'm not talking about anybody, because the only person suing is you.
Yes, Your Honor.
The person who pressured him to do it.
I did.
Coming up on America's Court.
You want a brand new computer that you had for 7 years. You want him to pay for because he did something that you pressured him to do.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is America's Court with Judge Ross, Emmy nominated for Outstanding Legal Courtroom Program. America's Court is back with the case of Ryan Thompson, who is suing Joshua Payne for property damage.
You have proof of the $1,700 in damage?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what does that amount represent?
The damages to the actual laptop. The laptop itself cost $1,700.
Okay. How long had you had the laptop, sir?
7 years before he ruined it.
Okay. You want a brand new computer that you had for 7 years. You want him to pay for because he did something that you pressured him to do.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. But when you hear it said like that, it does give you reason to pause, does it not?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mm-hmm. And why don't you feel, Mr. Payne, that you should have to reimburse your friend? Because ultimately, you're a grown man who's dealing with his issues admirably. Congratulations on being in AA. You still going to meetings?
Yes, Your Honor.
You sponsoring anybody by any chance?
I'm not right now.
Okay. But you've been through the steps?
Yes, Your Honor.
All 12?
All 12, Your Honor.
Step 10 is, I'm going to focus on making amends. And that's part of my healing and my recovery. And the reason that I ask you, had you sponsored anyone? Because step 12 is, now that I've had this awareness and this awakening, you know what happens in step 12?
You take a sponsor.
You take a sponsor because you go through the steps all over again, but this time you're going through the steps with them to reinforce what you learned on your own. When you get to that place, you're going to walk that person through the people that they need to make amends to.
Yes, Your Honor.
Coming up on America's Court.
Did you offer to make any payment whatsoever?
I did not offer to make any payment. He has texted me since asking for payment, and I have dodged it.
This is America's Court with Judge Ross, Emmy nominated for Outstanding Legal Courtroom Program. America's Court is back with the case of Ryan Thompson, who is suing Joshua Payne for property damage.
What I want to see is, when you say, I turn that page, what does that look like for you?
new life.
Because you said something about your wife,
Yes.
and that because of her, what was it? Did she have a similar experience, or?
She also had a mass school shooter in her school as well.
Okay. So, did you offer to make any payment whatsoever? And if you didn't, based on the conversation we're having now, do you think you should?
I did not offer to make any payment. He has texted me since asking for payment, and I have dodged it.
Because?
Well, the whole situation, the way everything went down, I woke up in the morning and he took a photo of the laptop with a P on it and immediately blamed me. I'm not sure if it was me or not, but even if it was, he took a photo of it and he sent it through the group chat and he was making jokes about it. It was
I was upset, Your
PC,
Honor.
more like PC, you know, or like CP right here. And then he sent it to everyone. Everyone in the group chat was making fun of me. So like I was like sitting there, I'm embarrassed. I'm still nursing a hangover. And then I knew I shouldn't have gone to the trip. I just broke my 2 years of sobriety. So I was like, let me just get out of here. Like I'm just gonna go. So I missed out on the $200 that I invested in the cabin for all of us. I missed out on the wedding entirely. I had to buy a new
You
flight.
didn't even go to the wedding.
I missed the wedding. I sent the
What do you
groom.
mean you missed the wedding? Did you just choose not to go to the wedding?
I chose not to go to the wedding, yes. I chose to go home early and get sober. And it took me a couple weeks to reacclimate. And then I returned to life as it is. And then a couple months later, I received texts asking me to reimburse Ryan for his computer.
Judge Ross's verdict when America's Court returns. This is America's Court with Judge Ross, Emmy nominated for Outstanding Legal Courtroom Program.
So given this conversation that we've just had, before I make my decision, how much would you be willing to accept from Mr. Payne?
I mean, I'll take half of it at least.
Mr. Payne?
I don't think it was me still, but I would pay half.
Okay. But you would pay half.
I don't know who did it. I really don't. Like, I really don't. I know it's been me every time, but like, I remember it every time I peed on it. It wasn't me this time. Like, I know it sounds ridiculous.
I'm disappointed, Mr. Payne, in your answer.
Fair enough.
And based on the evidence and the testimony before this court, the gavel is going to come down in favor of the plaintiff. Are you going to get $1,700? That's not going to happen. Not up in here, not today. But because you were even willing to say, I'll take half, and because he was still denying it, I'm going to knock off $500.
Okay.
And I'm going to award you $1,200. Mr. Payne, that's how much you will be paying. Mr. Thompson, that is the order. Good luck
Yes, Your
with your
Honor.
sobriety, sir. You'll get there. That is the order. Case closed.
All rise.
Judge Ross has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $1,200.
I should have never invited you.
I should have come to your party. I know how you get.
Step outside, sign this paperwork, gentlemen.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.